In the last lecture, we created those test accounts, and in this lecture, we are going to make purchases and do test transactions with PayPal Gateway. So enable PayPal Standard and PayPal Sandbox, then click Save Changes. Now open an incognito window so that you are logged out from WordPress as an admin. Go to localhost / your WordPress installation path and delete all other URL components that are right after that, is localhost / WordPress installation path. In our case, it's localhost / WP. This is how our website looks like to any new visitor. So he comes for the first time and he sees the product categories. He might be interested in smartphones, so he is clicking LG Nexus 5X. Let's assume that he likes Ice Blue Edition, and now the product is added to cart. The cart is displayed here. Now he is going to check out. Since we didn't enable guest checkout, he has to create an account in our website. Let's assume that he is entering some details such as name, email address, phone, and his street address, town, and state, also postcode. Now click create an account so that he doesn't need to enter his address multiple times whenever he is making a purchase. Use the same password that you have created for PayPal so that you don't get confused with the passwords. He can make the order by just paying with cash on delivery, but this lecture is mainly concentrated on verifying test transactions by using the test or sandbox mode of PayPal Gateway. So click PayPal and click Proceed to PayPal. PayPal Standard is form-based payment gateway, so he will be redirected to PayPal website where he is going to make his payment. By default, since we have configured our PayPal Standard payment gateway with sandbox test accounts that we have discussed in the previous lecture, a default Visa card is shown by PayPal payment gateway. But let's ignore this Visa card and let's pay with PayPal balance. And give buyer@nameless.com as username. Give the password that you created. Since this is the first transaction that's being made in this sandbox test account, PayPal displays some consent that is to be agreed. It says, please accept that you agree to the above policy. Click agree and continue. The buyer is going to pay with PayPal balance. Click pay now. The transaction ID has got generated and your payment is made. We have completed our first test transaction. With this, test transaction using PayPal balance has got completed. But the problem with form-based payment gateway is that even after the person has completed the payment, PayPal is not redirecting him by default to our e-commerce store. Instead, he needs to click Return to Test Facilitator Store. Only then he will be taken to our store. Now he has got this message, payment is complete, and he would be taken to Facilitator's test store. Right. we have got our order received and this is the order number. When the customer sees this random order number 244, he would get astonished or imagine that 243 orders have already been placed in this e-commerce site. He would come to a conclusion that this is a reliable website to make purchases. Instead, if you give the order number as 2 or 1, imagine what he would think about the reliability of your new e-commerce site. Order details. He has paid for the product LG Nexus 5X. The shipping charge is $1.5. This is his email address, phone number, billing and shipping address. So when he moves to my account page, he will see his recent orders and he can view them in detail one by one. Order was placed on November 28 and it's currently pending payment, and that's why the pay button is still available. Let's come back to our admin page and see how it looks like as an e-commerce site admin. Go to dashboard and go to WooCommerce orders. We have got the new order, that is for LG Nexus 5X for $323.5. If you click this three dot button, then the order status will be changed to processing. These icons represent the order status of orders. If you are sure that you have received the payment, then you can click this three dot button to change the status of the order from pending payment to processing. Let's go to edit order and check how the order looks like. This is the order status, that is processing, and this is the order notes. Since I clicked the three dot button, the status has got changed from pending payment to processing. But you should test whether you have got the payment. You can know that only by going into your PayPal Sandbox account. Let's see those things in the next lecture.